Catherine Noyes, Leader and Friend by Melindotty.
Oh, I know everything there is to know about Catherine Lynn Noyes. That's not her middle name just yet.
She's, let's see, triple major. She's the editor of the Yellow Jacket. She's a mentor RA. She's on the Panhellenic. She's VP Risk Management Panhellenic thingy debate. I'm missing like 4 other things.
I still remember to this day, like the first time I ever saw Catherine Noyes. I was a freshman. I'm guessing she was a sophomore, and I was helping out with the debate, like help all the schools figure out where to go, which films to go to when they were in Fox. And I actually sat through inside of one of the debates that she was doing, and she was really well spoken, and I can tell why she's part of the debate team because she's a girl with many words. So. It was pretty amazing just watching her, and then being able to work with her on the RA staff after that was pretty amazing as well, to get to know her better, not just as watching her do debates, but on a friend level. And now with her being my mentor RA, it's really awesome just to learn from her and get information that I need from her whenever I need it, and for her to help me out whenever I'm in need of help.
I heart Catherine Noyes. She is really nice. And I think she's the busiest person I know, but yeah, she keeps it all together. I don't know. I think she might be Superman in disguise or something. Gotta look into that. But I love her.
Well, Catherine Noyes is like a really real person. She's probably one of the few people you'll come across that will always be there to help you. She's really active on campus. And there's some instances where, I needed her, and every time I was able to call her or walk up to her, she was there to help me out. She was really passionate about the newspaper and getting students' voices out. She's always sending emails about, hey, put this in the Yellow Jacket newspaper. And that's a really good thing because you can tell she really cares not just about herself, but other people on campus as well.
So, who is this woman who loves McDonald's, the environment, and being vigil? To find out, I sat down with Catherine Noyes herself. Because of her busy schedule, I followed Catherine on some of her many errands to conduct my interview.
Feel free to start.
Ew, Steinbeck.
Yeah, I didn't know about this either. I liked some of it. Mice and Men was okay. I do a lot on campus. I'm a mentor RA, resident assistant. I'm the editor-in-chief of the newspaper, and have been for the last year and a half, 2 years if we count the time I was in Germany, where I was not so much the editor as the person who stressed over the newspaper from Germany. That's pretty much where it was. Oh, sweet, how am I going? Also, because of Panhell, I am not allowed to reveal my sorority, affiliation. I have disaffiliated for the semester so that I can help all of you nice freshmen figure out exactly where you feel like you belong without getting all of these slightly biased sorority girl answers to your questions. Through my mentor RA position, I feel like I often have the opportunity to help not only the RAs on campus, but also as many of the residents as I get to see, which is often those who are having problems to begin with. I get to assist with roommate mediation and try to help find good solutions to the problems that come up when living in residence halls. I also get to respond to on-call situations, which would be anything medical, any emergency situations that come up on campus. So a lot of times you get to help someone by if they are very sick or otherwise afflicted. You get to stay with them and, help them not die. There are some people who really function better when there are more deadlines, and I'm a very deadline-oriented person. it helps me to prioritize when I have things that are due on a relatively short order, because then I can just say, okay, this is what I need to get done in this time period, and I kind of have a sense of how fast I need to work. Whereas if I have these really long, off in the distance deadlines, I often work a lot at a much slower rate because I know I have so much time, so I'm not as efficient.
I would say that I am very intrinsically motivated. My parents are happy when I do, and I mean, I wouldn't say that they're happy when I do anything, but they want me to do fairly well in school and have fun, and I think that I've done that. But I think that I've probably done more than they really expected me to do, and I guess I just feel like I'm here, I'm in college, I am paying for the experience at Randolph-Macon, and I want to get as much out of it as possible. And for me, that means cramming in as much academia as possible, but as much of the other stuff as possible too. I do feel like the extracurricular activities that I've participated in here have helped me in terms of both my writing, my speaking, my leadership skills. I feel like I've gotten the opportunity to do a lot, and that's very motivating for me because I want to take advantage of as many opportunities as I can, but I like doing things well. So I have a lot of energy, and I try to devote it into everything so that I am doing things well, and I don't like to let people down. My high school was really a pretty good high school. It was a public high school that was, like most other public high schools, pretty drastically underfunded. But we did have one teacher who had been there since my dad went to high school there, and she was the math team coach and the newspaper advisor. And I'm a little loath to say that my high school newspaper was a lot cooler than my college newspaper. In high school we did one issue a week every week. If we had snow days, we came into school on snow days to do the newspaper. It was a force to be reckoned with in the school, certainly. And it really taught me a lot about organization and a lot about sticking to your commitments and taking responsibility for what you say that you're going to do and getting it done. And I think that has helped me to be successful in college because I do know that when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And even though learning to say no has been one of the harder things that I've had to learn in college, that too is an important skill, and it's always, people I think will respond to you better if you are following through with what you say that you'll be doing, because that takes pressure off of them and it takes pressure off of you, and everybody tends to work things out better. So the newspaper in my high school was really, it was a big part of my life then, and it's still something that I think about. And the AHS Weekly will be out on time every time since 1979. I mean, you were not the one to make that force fail.
And I have a boyfriend who I absolutely adore. I do care about him very, very much. He's been my best friend for the last 3 years, and I don't want to necessarily plan my future around him, but I would certainly like to plan my future with him in it. So I'm not going to necessarily factor him into all of my choices, but he's always on the back of my mind.
Catherine Noyes, caring leader and friend. What will she conquer next?